let's kick things on, introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, from K9, give it up for Carvallho.
And she gon' shake it, like her and Rose. Wow, like her and Rose. She gon' shake it, okay. That booty talking to me, what that shit say? Shake it for the dojo, I'ma say, what you want?
And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, from Averley, give it up for Lewis Taylor. Introducing to you one more time, fighting out of the red corner from K9, weighing in at 59 kilos, give it up for Carvallho. And his opponent standing across the ring in the blue corner, also weighing in at 59 kilos, from Averley. Put your hands together for Lewis Taylor. This is an amateur K1 contest over 3 2-minute rounds.
Here we go then, fight 4. Carvallho fighting out of the red corner. He's up against Lewis Taylor here from the Averley camp. 59 kilograms, amateur K1, 3 2-minute rounds. Pretty sure I've seen these two fighters fight before, Tom. Certainly come from well-schooled gyms.
Yeah, both of these guys will be well-schooled. Carvallho coming out of K9, back in Norfolk, back in Galston. He's going to be a strong fighter. They've got some good guys in their camp. And obviously, Lewis Taylor fighting out of Averley, the home fighter here, always well-schooled from Steve Kerridge's gym. A lovely fake right leg low kick there from Lewis Taylor.
Yeah, fast and furious start here from both fighters.
Yeah, both of these young guys looking composed so far here in round number 1. A lovely fake there from Lewis Taylor, just throwing Carvallho off his timing, but Carvallho coming back with a lovely flurry there. I think it's fair to say that both of these guys can hit hard and fast, Steve.
Yeah, good combination of punches there from Carvallho. A little bit of height and reach advantage here for Lewis Taylor.
Yeah, you'd like to see him use that throughout the fight, start to work those long kicks, long punches. He comes across there with a lovely hooking round kick through the guard of Carvallho.
Yeah,
Carvallho replying nicely in kind though.
I'd like to see them turning kicks. Carvallho never saw it coming.
Nice combination again there from Carvallho. Stepping forwards, but Lewis Taylor had it covered by the looks of things. As we move back to the centre of the ring, Carvallho pushing the agenda a little bit here, but Lewis Taylor happy to sit back for the time being and take his chances as they come.
Well, he's blinking a bit there, is Lewis Taylor. I'm not sure why that is.
You've got to love that fake round kick, or that fake kick in general, Steve. You don't often see it in young fighters, but it takes a lot of composure to have the psychological wherewithal to throw your fighter off, not only physically but psychologically as well. We've got a great little flurry here from Carvallho.
Well, that's what happens when you come from well-schooled gyms, and you know the quality of sparring they get as well. But he's not fazed by anything, this Carvallho here. He's a strong fighter.
Certainly, we come towards the final seconds of round number 1. This is going to be a really tough one to call for the judges. Both fighters looking sharp in there.
Here we go then, second of 3.
And Carvallho's coach, they're giving him some extended instructions. Wonder if he's going to come out with a renewed game plan here. He's going to need it. Lewis Taylor looks like a strong, well-schooled fighter. That's Carvallho really weathering the storm there, just standing his ground, eating a couple of strong shots from Lewis Taylor, but throwing back his own.
Well, he's a smaller fighter in height, but very, very powerful body.
Yeah, certainly, and happy to stand his ground and trade punches with the slightly taller Lewis Taylor. May not be a great game plan for him, though. Lewis Taylor is clearly an experienced and strong fighter, so Carvallho may need to have a little bit more wherewithal than standing and trading with the man from Averley.
Very hard one for the judges, I would suggest, to score this one.
Again, Carvallho coming forward with a lovely flurry, followed by some straight knees to Lewis Taylor. This might be a good game plan for Carvallho, Steve. If he can cut the distance, if he can close in on Taylor and really negate the length advantage that Lewis Taylor, the man from Avery, has over Carvallho, then it could be a really good game plan.
Well, it's an even fight up to now. Well, he's complaining there is Taylor's got to get on with it. Leave it to the referee.
Again, Carlos Carvallho, really pushing the agenda here, stepping forwards now. There's been a bit of a tide turn so far in round number 2, and it's going the way of the man from K9 in Galston. Carvallho's really stepping forwards now, really starting to push the agenda in this fight. Again with a lovely left hook followed by a straight right. Lewis Taylor's looking like he might be in a little bit of trouble there, Steve.
Well, big punches raining in here from Carvallho. As I suggested, you know, he's very powerful, small guy, very powerful. Good body shot there from him too. Yeah,
stepping beautifully into those hooks, really picking his spots now as we come to the final 10 seconds. Carlos Carvallho stepping off, taking his time, really starting to work on Lewis Taylor, the man from Averley. And it's been a real tide turn here, ladies and gentlemen, and it's gone in the favour of Carlos Carvallho.
Here we go then, third and final round. And I just noticed there's Steve Kerridge reading the right out there to Lewis Taylor. He feels he's got to up his game plan, and he certainly has.
And here we go, third and final. Carvallho will look to replicate the success he had in round number 2. Carlos Carvallho had a stern talking to from his coach Steve Kerridge in that break. And let's see if his game plan has changed here in round number 3. As Carlos Carvallho comes back forward with those strong punches and finishing there the exchange with a lovely low kick.
Bit of nose damage, I think, as well there for Lewis Taylor.
Yeah, a little bit of blood coming from the nose now of Taylor. Carvallho stepping forwards with, again, strong punches working the body and the head simultaneously as Carvallho, and really showing good signs of aggression. This will be looking great on the judges' scorecards for the man from K9 Gym. Lewis Taylor a little bit lost at sea at the moment, not really got much power in those punches and looking a little bit laboured. But Carvallho stepping in with lovely punches to the body and to the head.
They've thrown the towel in, it's all over.
We have the towel, ladies and gentlemen. That's a win for Carlos Carvallho, strong fighter from K9 Gym. Coach Steve Kerridge says Lewis Taylor's had enough.